first time I saw him was the night I couldn't move. I was lying flat on my back, eyes open but limbs heavy like wet cement. The room was dark but not black. I remember that clearly. There was a dim blue glow from the hallway nightlight, and everything had that watery stillness, as if the house was holding its breath. That's when I noticed him. He was standing, no, hovering, in the upper right corner of my vision. Not on the floor, but part way up the wall. Like gravity didn't apply to him. He didn't crawl or float. He descended, backwards, like he was walking down a staircase that wasn't there, slow, deliberate, moonwalking into an invisible abyss. His eyes were red, not glowing, not bright, just wrong, dead red. A dry, lifeless red like blood dried into old wood. His robe, or gown, or whatever it was, trailed behind him without fluttering. No movement, no sound. I couldn't scream. I couldn't even blink. All I could do was watch. And then I woke up, fully. My body moved. I shot up in bed, gasping, drenched in sweat, my heart punching my chest like it wanted out. For a while, I convinced myself it was sleep paralysis. That was a thing. Hallucinations, panic, your brain waking up before your body. That's what I told myself. Until he came back. I saw him again 3 nights later. It's the same corner of my vision. It's the same slow descent. Except this time, I was awake. I turned my head to face him directly, and he was still there, moving without flickering or fading, like a trick of the eye. He didn't vanish when I blinked. It was like my brain couldn't unsee him, like my eyes weren't in control anymore. I changed bedrooms. It didn't help. Wherever I slept, he showed up, always in the top right corner of my vision, always going down the invisible stairs. He was always moonwalking into some hell only he could see. And sometimes, I swear to God, I could hear the steps, not real ones, muffled ones, like pressure on wood that wasn't there, like the house remembered footsteps from another time. The man who lived here before me had died. That much I confirmed. He bought the house from his partner. There is no warning, nor is there any disclosure of history. He passed in the early 2000s quietly. A heart attack, supposedly. The obituary photo? Same damn haircut. I thought maybe he didn't like me in his space, so I put up a cross right above my bed. I'm not religious, but I was desperate. And for a while, it worked. A whole month went by. No sightings, no stares, no red eyes. I could breathe again. I let my guard down. Then, around the 10th of the next month, I felt it again. That stillness, that cold breath at the base of my neck. And there he was, gliding down. But this time, he wasn't alone. The second one was behind him, just a little smaller, as if trailing by a few stairs. And its face. God, I still can't describe it without choking. Its teeth were too long for its mouth, like it had to tuck them in to close its lips. The smile was wide, crooked, bone white and twitching, and its skin didn't fit, sagging and pale like wet cloth pulled over a skull. That one didn't moonwalk, it slithered. I stopped sleeping. I tried staying up all night with the lights on, caffeine blasting through my veins, every door open so I could see every room. It didn't matter. They came anyway. It's not like seeing them was optional. I didn't look for them. They just appeared. My eyes would drift, and there they were, mid-descent, frozen in a nightmare loop. I couldn't control it. One night, I taped black paper over every corner of my room. I figured if I couldn't see the top right edge, Maybe they couldn't show up. They still came. I'd see them reflected on my phone screen, in the dark glare of the turned-off TV, in the microwave door, always there, descending in that corner. It got to the point where I was seeing them outside. Once, I was sitting in my car at a red light. I looked up at the rearview mirror, the corner of the backseat window, and there they were, moonwalking down nothing. I nearly ran the light. But the worst part? The worst part was the closet. This wasn't the first house I'd lived in that felt wrong. My last place had a closet, 5 feet by 5 feet, nothing unusual. But when I lay in bed, if I turned away from the wall and looked toward the closet, I'd sometimes see a figure dart back into it, quick, like it had been caught watching. It was always low to the ground between 4 feet and 5.5 feet. Sometimes it ducked, sometimes it stood, but it always retreated. I kept telling myself it was shadows, tricks of light, a car passing. But these new figures, they didn't dart away. They descended, brazenly, like they knew I couldn't stop them. And they weren't afraid of me, not anymore. I started tracking the pattern. Roughly every 40 to 45 days they showed up, usually for a single night, sometimes 2. It was like a cycle. Lunar, number, anniversary, I couldn't find a match, but it always started the same way, just after midnight, a strange pressure in the room, a drop in temperature. Then, that dreadful itch in my eye, like something wanted to be seen, and they were always in sync. One descending like a lost soul, the other leering from just above, mouth twitching as if waiting its turn. I tried everything. Therapy, cameras, a priest, though I never told him why I wanted the blessing. I even slept with the cross in my hand. That gave me 3 peaceful cycles, 3. Then last week, the cross fell off the wall. It just dropped. No earthquake, no wind, no reason. And I felt the shift immediately. I woke up that night, and they were both there. Closer this time. Much closer. The first one, the red-eyed man, was already halfway down. His eyes looked different, more focused, like they'd finally found me. The second one, it was smiling, and I swear, this time I heard it whisper. Just one word, soon.